And you will never convince me that living in God's glory is not bountiful for a woman or man's life. Like, he literally said, okay, that find me at least one person in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, and I will not destroy it. Like, literally, he is showing us the blueprint of not giving people numerous amount of chances, okay, when they have showed you truly who they are. They have presented their character to you, and you continuously keep giving them chances instead of removing yourself, okay? He found one person, he removed it, and he destroyed it just like that. And I'm not telling you to come out here and destroy the person who hurt you or who done wrong by you, but I am saying that this is a clear indication that you need to walk away from anything that is not glorifying or is not benefiting the benefiting you in a way to where you are prospering, okay, in your alignment and your walk with Christ, okay? And the enemy is the opposite, okay? So he will reward you in sin. He will, glorify it. He loves it. So when someone is trampling over you and someone is treating you unfairly, okay, no one seems to have a problem with it until you step up, until you say something. That's when you become the problem, okay? When you are questioning your question your boundaries, when you're questioning the whole purpose of the conversation, or you start to ask questions, that's when you become combative, okay? That's when you become aggressive. Who normally gets that said to them? And you can't tell me that that's not God's people. Who are those people who normally get labeled with those words? You can't tell me those are not God's people. And I know this message is not going to be something that you may want to hear, but we got to start looking at the facts of things. We got to start looking at the root of things. We got to start looking at the data, okay? We got to go back, not the history that they taught us in school, but we got to go back to the hidden history. And that is where you will find the truth. And the truth is the truth. And they always say, let's take Americans' words, will set you free. When you find out the truth, can't no one tell you anything different. So then you begin to walk in that truth. You start to walk into that truth. And that is when you become powerful. That is when you become magnificent. That is when you become your true self. I don't know what brought me to this. I literally was letting my baby out to do her morning routine, and it hit me that walking in alignment with God is exactly where you need to be if you are tired of people playing in your face. God is so, like, I don't want to say by the book, but he doesn't play, okay? When he says it is so, okay? And that's how you have to be. You have to be in this way where you're like, these are non-negotiables, these are my boundaries, these are my values, this is what it is. You don't like it, move along. You don't stand for this, move along. You don't agree with this, and I know that what I'm saying is God sent, move along. You have to do that in your circle, in your group. Every part of your life has to be rooted in God, and that is when you will find your true self. And I promise you, over here we're happy. Over here, we are happy. We're healthy. We're glowing. We're smiling. Okay? Over here, we're living our lives in the best way possible. We're not masking. Okay? Over here, we are doing swell. When you begin to live in your truth, and to be honest with you, those who are worried about you ain't even living in their truth. Those who are got something to say ain't living in their truth, and that's why it bothers them that you're living in yours. Those who are living in their truth is going to be happy for you, or going to clap for you, because they're like, yes, finally, sis, bruh, have made it out of the simulation. If you are surrounded by people who always got something to say about you trying to step out in your truth, step out and become your true self, you need to remove yourself from them. Point blank, period. I don't care if that's your nana, your papa, your grandma, your grandpa, abuelo, abuela. Okay, I don't care who it is. Your friends, your co-workers. Remove these people from your circle. Your spouse, I don't care. Start savoring your peace. And if you can't remove yourself from these people, silence. Silence to harvest and keep your peace, okay? Do not give these people an ounce or inkling of your peace, because that is yours. Okay? And a lot of people I keep saying this, are made to harvest and to cause chaos in your peace. That's what they're here for. You don't believe me? Okay, on this social media platform, there are people who really take jobs to become bots and get on your platform and say crazy, outrageous things. Who would understand it's hard out here, but what low vibration job would compel you to do such a thing? Why would you apply? I know they're not paying you no 60K. I know they're not. So what would compel you to want to take on that job? I'm telling you, there are people who are sent here to be low vibration bots. There are people that are sent here to combat with you, to say you're never going to do it, to be no sayers. Okay, the book is a study guide to how you're supposed to be living, what you need. And if you know, the book is not even for us. The book is already in us. But there are people who are not made from the same cloth. So they have to use the book to understand how to walk this walk. But you don't need the book, sister. You don't need the book, brother. If you really tap in and step away from the simulation, you can wake up and understand that the book is already downloaded in you, but you are too caught in the world and you around too much noise. You can't hear it. You can't hear it. That's why you can't understand it. You can't articulate it. There was a time when I didn't understand the Bible. I would read it, the word over and over and over again. I was like, is something wrong? Like, why can't I comprehend this? And it was because I wasn't ready to receive it. So when I would read it, it wouldn't make any sense. And my whole life was chaotic at the same time, even though in the simulation it looked like everything was grand. It wasn't until I stepped out of the stimulation that when I read the book, it's as if I am reading a first grader book, as you know, and that's when I begin to understand what I just shared on here. So she's ready for me to close the door. She's looking at me. I love y'all. Ooh, I love y'all. It's another day. It's just another day. But this is another day for us to wake up. Understand you can do this today. There's no tomorrow. Let me wait till the weekend. Let me wait till I get this check. Start today, little by little, trying to be better than you were yesterday. I promise you, when you look back on this, you're going to be like, yep, Black Girl Baba T was 100%, 110% correct. She was telling the truth. She was right on the nail. I needed this. I promise you. Stop trying to look and appear like society tells you and be in your own lane. Focus on your own self. Worry about you. Do you, boo. And I promise you, you'll be better than you were yesterday, 6 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now. And then just keep going. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I love you, but God loves you more.